Everyone thinks they understand the movie theater business because almost everyone has been to a movie theater. You buy a ticket, find your seat, watch the movie, maybe grab some popcorn, and head home. It feels like one of the simplest businesses in the world. A ticket costs around $15. On a Friday night, every seat is full, the parking lot is packed, and the concession stand has a line stretching across the lobby. Looking at that crowd, you'd probably think the theater is making a fortune. But here's the shocking truth. A sold-out movie theater can actually lose money on every single ticket it sells. Not break even, not make a small profit. Lose money. And once you understand why, you'll never look at movie theaters the same way again. Let's start with what it takes just to open the doors. Building a modern multiplex isn't cheap. Construction alone can cost more than $20 million. That's before buying a single projector or installing one seat. Every auditorium needs a digital projector that can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Premium sound systems, giant screens, lighting, air conditioning, security systems, kitchen equipment, and luxury reclining seats all add millions more to the final bill. By the time the theater opens, the total investment can easily exceed $30 million. Now here's where things become surprising. You'd think that once customers start buying tickets, the theater begins making its money back. But that's not how the business works. Movie theaters don't own the movies. The studios do. Whenever a major blockbuster is released, whether it's a Marvel movie, Avatar, or another highly anticipated film, the movie studio demands a huge percentage of every ticket sold. During opening weekend, studios often keep around 70% of the ticket revenue. That means if you pay $15 for a ticket, the theater may receive only $4 or $5. The rest goes directly to the studio. And the theater still has to pay all of its own expenses. Employee salaries, electricity, cleaning crews, maintenance, insurance, advertising, security, equipment repairs, property taxes. Everything comes out of that small share. Even on the busiest weekend of the year, when every auditorium is completely sold out, the theater might actually lose money after paying all of its operating costs. So why would anyone own a movie theater? Because tickets were never the real business. The real business begins the moment you smell fresh popcorn. That $7 bucket of popcorn doesn't cost anywhere near $7 to make. In fact, popcorn kernels, oil, and seasoning cost only a tiny fraction of the selling price. The same goes for fountain drinks and candy. Here's the important difference. The movie studio gets nothing from concession sales. Every dollar spent on popcorn, soda, nachos, or candy stays almost entirely with the theater. Concession sales often generate profit margins between 85% and 90%. That's why popcorn is so expensive. It's not simply because theaters want to overcharge customers. It's because popcorn is what keeps the entire business alive. Think about it this way. The movie is the attraction. The popcorn is the profit. Without concessions, many theaters simply wouldn't survive. But the challenges don't stop there. Most movie theaters don't actually own the land they're built on. Instead, they lease the property from landlords. Every single month, regardless of how many tickets are sold, rent must be paid. Whether customers show up or not, the landlord still expects a check. This creates one of the biggest problems in the industry. The costs stay the same, but revenue changes every week, depending on which movies are playing. If Hollywood releases several blockbuster films, theaters fill up. If there are no major releases, attendance drops dramatically. Yet the bills never stop arriving. Then came 2020. Practically overnight, theaters around the world closed because of the pandemic. Projectors stopped running, seats sat empty, parking lots became deserted, concession stands closed. Revenue dropped to almost zero. But expenses didn't disappear. Rent still had to be paid. Loans still needed repayments. Buildings still required maintenance. Millions of dollars continued flowing out every month, while almost nothing came in. One of the biggest victims was Cineworld, the parent company of Regal Cinemas. Just a few years earlier, the company had spent billions expanding its theater empire. It believed bigger scale would make it stronger. Instead, it found itself carrying enormous debt, just as theaters were forced to close. With almost no customers and billions of dollars owed, the company eventually filed for bankruptcy protection. It wasn't because people suddenly hated movies. It was because the business had almost no room for unexpected disasters. And just as theaters began recovering, another challenge grew even larger. Streaming. Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV+, HBO Max. Today, millions of people can watch high-quality movies without ever leaving their homes. Comfortable couches, big televisions, affordable monthly subscriptions, no parking, no lines, no expensive snacks. For many families, staying home became the easier option. Every customer who chooses streaming instead of visiting the theater represents more than a lost ticket sale. It's also one less popcorn purchase, one less drink, one less candy bar, one less profitable customer. That's why theaters have started changing their strategy. Instead of competing only on movies, they're competing on experiences. Luxury reclining seats, IMAX screens, Dolby Atmos sound, 4DX motion seating, better food, cleaner buildings, private screenings. The goal is simple: give people something they simply cannot recreate at home. Because if customers believe the experience is worth leaving the couch for, they'll keep coming back. And when they come back, they'll probably buy popcorn. That's why modern theaters invest so heavily in comfort and premium experiences. They're not just selling movies anymore. They're not just selling movies anymore. They're selling an evening out, a memory, an experience. Here's the biggest lesson from this entire business. Most people think movie theaters sell movies. They don't. The studios own the movies. Landlords own the buildings. Streaming companies compete for viewers. The theater owns only one thing: the customer experience and the concession stand. That tiny popcorn counter sitting quietly in the lobby is actually the financial engine keeping the entire business running. The next time you walk into a packed theater, remember this: the tickets probably aren't making the theater rich. The real money starts when someone orders popcorn and a drink. That expensive bucket of popcorn isn't just a snack. It's paying the employees. It's helping cover the rent. It's maintaining the projectors. It's keeping the lights on. It's keeping the theater alive. So the next time someone jokes that popcorn costs more than the movie, you'll know the truth. The movie gets you through the door. The popcorn pays the bills.